Welcome back to Good Day Big Bear. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. 5
good
years
information.
before you. It's a long time to wait for a paycheck.
Oh my gosh.
And he hasn't even
Poor guy.
started on that yet.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
You know,
If you-
that's dedication.
Yes. You want to know where the place is? Drive around the lake. You can't miss it.
Can't miss
It's
it.
right there on the lakefront, and it's been there for a long time.
Long time.
Speaking of been there for a long time, we're going to give you some quick overviews. We've got about 4 or 5 minutes left here on what the market's going on. We've got, and again, just to show you one of the challenges you have, we've got 2 different reports from the same organization,
Yes.
from our local MLS. One says there's 720 listings, the other one says 683.
Okay.
So there's about that.
Yeah, somewhere in that area.
Right at
So-
700 active listings right now, ranging from 2,000,009 on a residential down to a low of 64.9. And the median, that means the house that's in the middle of that 683 is at 275,000, 196 bucks a foot. Listed.
Yeah.
Listed. Now closings year to date. First of all, let me give you 2013. Year to date, as of July 1st, we had 543 closings. Last year, this same time, everything from 2,006,000 down to 41,000.
Wow.
So that's
Quite the
your
range.
That's your foreclosures and everything in there. So far this year, we're at 410. So we're off 133 closings.
Yeah.
So our transaction numbers are still down 20%, a little bit more than that probably.
And a lot of that has to do with the lack of inventory on the low end.
On the low end
you
stuff,
know,
yes. Because your median house right now on those 410 closings is 195.7.
Yeah.
So that's the one that's right in the middle. So you've got 205 above that and 204 below that. So it's right in there. Our low listing right now, our low closing so far, 55,000. So they're still out there. They're still out there.
A couple of them.
A couple of them.
Depending on what you're willing to settle for.
Our price per square foot so far this year is ranging everywhere from $61.11 a foot to $627 a foot.
That's a range. That's a span.
You don't think there's a market for some of the high-end stuff? It's still out there.
It's still out there.
It's still out there.
It is
there's-
moving. You know.
There's Big Bear, with nice little cabins and everything, but there's still that high-end buyer.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a home getting ready to be finished over here on the North Shore that I understand is estimated a value of a little bit over $6 million.
Yeah. They've been on that for a little while.
Yeah.
A little
while.
That's one of those projects that keeps growing.
Maybe once that
growing
gets
and going.
done, we can get our new restaurant across the street.
Nice. I'm ready for that.
So lots of stuff going on in real estate, and of course, as we talk about just about every week, financing is still the key.
Financing is the key, and just in that note, we've got conventional loans at 246, and cash buyers are at 125.
So there's 300 and something out of the 410.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that cash buyer line is still there. People are still, financing as it gets harder and harder and harder, and the rates are moving up. And just watching some of the things that Martha sends us from Summit Funding is that the difficulty trying to reach last year's goals that were even out there, that people are finding it a little tougher to qualify. So you're seeing a lot of these cash people on their own money.
Right.
Just buying out, and it's proof right here that the things that are really I am not happy with is to see how many Calvet loans we have. One, which is supposed to be
such a trick to get.
Yeah,
I mean,
really
oh
are.
my gosh, the hoops you've got to jump through for the Calvet loans are
Absolutely.
it's absurd, really.
And
it really is ridiculous.
And it's kind of like look at our lots. We got 339 lots still listed for sale, and in that, dirt is still pretty cheap. You're starting to see a little construction going on. If you're a contractor out there, now's the time to pick up those lots and look to the future, because we have plenty of inventory out there in the mid-range and the high range. The low end is the one that's struggling right now.
Right.
It'd be very important for you contractors, if you want to take a light step, to get out there and start purchasing some property and building those 800 to 1,200 square foot homes.
Right.
And that's something that we're in need of right now.
Yeah. The high-end lots are a little trickier.
Yeah.
Had a listing over an acre, and there's only 4 of those that have closed for the entire year.
Yeah.
4 lots over an acre. So the low-end stuff, and we got 1 minute left.
1 minute left.
So if you'd like to know more about stats, you can pick up any of our reports. You can send us an email at bigbearexit@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to put you on a mailing list, and we'll send you out the stats every week so you can keep up to date with everything going on. Or stop by the office, 929 West Big Bear Boulevard, next door to the Lumberjack Cafe, just before you get to Dead Man's Curves if you're headed east. What's the place across the street with the guy with all the redwood furniture?
I don't even know that he has a name, but
we gotta have him on the show or something.
Redwood furniture guy.
Yeah, redwood furniture guy. And pick up a
beautiful.
copy of the stats as well as all the magazines on everything going on around town and events and coupons and what have you. That's it. We gotta go.
Have a wonderful day.
We'll see you Friday with Noel.